Welcome to Hash Out, the best Southern debate game show because it's the only Southern debate game show. I'm your host, Adam, and today we've got a big show for you. You could even say a Texas-sized show. Because today's show is all about Texas. What is Texas? Is it considered part of the South? Or is it its own thing entirely? That's what our contaters are here to hash out. Let's bring them out. On the left barrel, for Texas is Southern, let's welcome Donna.
Yes, I'm here to say Texas is definitely Southern.
And on the right barrel, for Texas is not Southern, let's welcome Diane.
Texas is so much more than just Southern.
All right, thanks for being here. How are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good, ready for a big time on Hash Out.
It's gonna be a Texas-sized day.
Ooh, it's going to be a big day. All right, here's how it's going to work. Our contaters will hash it out over 3 rounds, after which I will declare the winner. And the winner gets this awesome winner medal and 1 point on our overall leaderboard. The overall standings right now is Talia is in the lead with 1 point because there's only been 1 episode. But now it's your chance to get on the board. Are you excited?
Oh, very excited. And I know I'll get on the board.
Confidence, I like it. It's a Texas thing. All right, let's get started with round 1, opening statements. In this round, you'll have 2 minutes to make your uninterrupted opening statements, after which I will play this sound. That means your time is up. So make it count. You get 2 minutes. That's it.
All right.
All right, Donna, you get to go first.
Okay.
For no reason.
Because I'm wearing this lovely yellow that matches the decor of the studio here.
This is a nice yellow, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a blue stripe.
Diane chose an accent.
Okay, so Donna, you get to go first. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, your 2 minutes starts now.
Texas is Southern. All we have to do is remember first that it is located beneath the Mason-Dixon line, which has long been known as a cultural divide between the North and the South. Also, have you ever thought about the average temperature in Texas? No decent Southerner would ever consider a state being Southern if the temperature dipped below 32 on a regular basis. Well, no, Texas does not meet that category. The low temperature does not even reach freezing, and the average high is close to 90. Now, how much more Southern can you get? And while people say everything is big in Texas, it is big, it is huge, but it is a collection of small towns that is just like its motto, friendly. And those small towns, a lot of them are college towns. And what do you find in college towns? Football. And football rules in Texas. And you know how I know? Because there was a television show made all about it, Friday Night Lights, based in Texas. So what more can you ask for? Additionally, did you know that every team in the Southeastern Conference, including Texas A&M, is a Southern state? So I think Texas A&M is located in Texas. And Texas has all of these great Southern things. Number 1, Buc-ee's, the largest gas station in the world, founded in Texas, only located in Southern states below the Mason-Dixon line. And
your time is up.
Thank you, Adam. I had so much more, but I got some good stuff here.
You crammed a lot in there. Very impressed. Buc-ee's, not a sponsor, but hey.
A beaver.
All right, so we've heard some great things from Donna. Now it's time to hear Diane's opening statement. Diane, are you ready?
I stay ready.
All right, okay. Well, your 2 minutes starts right now.
Let me just say that Texas, if you think about South being a region, I would give you that it is in a region. But Texas is so much more than just a region. There is a state pride in Texas that I believe is really not evident in any other state. Texas is its own South. Texans are not being anti-Southern. They are just specifically Texas proud. Before Alaska became part of the United States, they were the largest state, I guess you could say, in the 48 contiguous states. And it's Louisiana to the east, but then you cross the large state of Texas and there's New Mexico on the west. There's Oklahoma to the north and the Gulf of Mexico and the country of Mexico to the south. When I think about going to Louisiana, it's only a 5-hour drive from where I live. But if I'm going to go to New Mexico, which is just on the other side, it's a very large state. And because of that largeness and because of what surrounds the great state of Texas, it's a melting pot. You can't just say it's Southern. You've got Tex-Mex, you've got all these different cultures. You cannot just put the label Southern on something that vast and that large. Now, Dallas is different from Houston, from El Paso, from San Antonio. It is so large, all 4 of those large cities and every other city in Texas has its own unique qualities. I cannot call the state of Texas just Southern. It is so much more than that. And then let's talk about March 2nd, the Independence Day.
I'm so sorry, your time is up.
Oh, I'll have so much more later.
But I want to hear about March 2nd. Those are some really great arguments from both sides, but we've only just begun, because now it's time for round 2, the rebuttals. But first, bring out the wheel. All right, in this round, you'll have 2 minutes to brutally attack your opponent's argument. Good luck with that. But first, you'll have to spin the wheel of chaos. That's right, this colorful wheel that has magically appeared between you has some sort of disadvantage or action that you must perform during your rebuttal.
Okay.
Diane, since Donna went first in the opening statements, you get to go first in round 2. So, it's time to spin the wheel. Let's see what you get. Strike a pose. That means every time I hit this buzzer, you have to strike a new fashionable pose. Your choice. And you must maintain that pose until I hit the button. So it's kind of like yoga, but not.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of yoga he's been doing, but okay.
I've never done yoga. Here we go.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I stay ready.
Strike a pose. Your 2 minutes begins now.
First, I would like to test Donna's geography on the Mason-Dixon line. If Texas is below the Mason-Dixon line, then New Mexico is also, and Arizona is also. And then, may I discuss SEC football? Missouri, excuse me, are you part of the South? I don't think so, but when you joined the SEC, they appeared to make you part of the South. And then, can you imagine? She talked about Buc-ee's and that it is so large, and that's why it went to other southern states. My argument is it is so large that Texas couldn't hold it. So they had to share Buc-ee's, but it did start its large self with its large teeth in the state of Texas, and then they spread it out. Oh my goodness. Things are so big in Texas, they just have to spread them wherever it goes. And so, you talk about being in a region, and I gave her that Texas is in the southern region, but so much more. I mean, Texas, can you just imagine it having to be contained with the other little tiny southern states? No. It is so large. Oh, and I can't get it up there. And so you just have to swing it big in Texas. I mean, you take the saloon doors and walk them out. But I mean, no. Texas is not part of that little South that includes all those other little states. We are much too large.
Your time is up.
Thank you.
That was great. And I'm willing to just give you this for getting your leg up there.
No.
I hurt my back putting on pants this morning, so that's true. I'm in pain. But it's not about me. It's about Texas. So, Donna, now it's your turn for your rebuttal. But first, you must spin the wheel. So, let's see what you get.
All right. Be good to me, Will.
Speech Jammer.
Jammer.
Oh my
What
gosh.
does that mean?
For Speech Jammer, that means we'll give you a pair of headphones and you will listen to your own voice at a delay while you're talking. It's fun for the whole family.
Okay.
Bring out the headphones. All right, so don't put them on until it's time to start. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, put the headphones on. Your 2 minutes starts now.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that Diane made my case for me. Because she kept saying that Texas was Southern, that it was below the Mason-Dixon line. And if we'll just roll back that footage, I'm sure we can see her saying it herself. And then she said that it was surrounded by things. Yes, it is. Primarily the Gulf of Mexico, which is the most southern body of water that we can get in the United States. So how can you say that it's not southern? Now, she did also say that it is huge. It is so big that it has to be a body of its own. Well, that's true. But it can still be part of the South. And then we talked about those states that are included in the SEC. Missouri is south of the Mason-Dixon line. And it is more than, yes, Texas is more than just big. As you kept emphasizing, it was so big. It is more than that. It's a collection of small places with big hearts and friendly faces. And that's what their motto says. And this is confusing me in my head. So I would just like to emphasize that its motto is friendly. And that is a big selling point for Texas. Do I have more time?
You have 2 seconds.
Okay, thank you.
Your time is up. You can take the headphones off.
That was quite good, actually.
Crazy! Oh my God!
That was surprisingly well done.
Yeah, that's what you say. It didn't sound like it in my head.
I couldn't even tell. I couldn't even tell you how to. Is this thing working? Is that thing even working? All right. Well, how was that for you?
It was crazy. It really was. It was just like voices in my head, and it was not my own. I don't sound like that. You try it.
Okay, yeah, let me see.
Sing something.
All right, now it's time for round 3. The closing statements. Why? Okay.
Were there voices in your head?
Yeah. That's not mine. Okay, we've seen the opening statements. We've heard the rebuttals. Now it's time to sum it all up in round 3, the closing statements. In this final round, you'll have 30 seconds to really sum it all up, to hit any point that you want, really hammer it home. All right, Donna, you get to go first for your closing statement. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
All right, you have 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
What's more southern than fried food? Texas's State Fair is often referred to as the Fried Food Festival. You can get fried pickles, you can get fried mac and cheese, you can get fried Oreos, you can even get fried butter. What's more southern than that? And then their desserts, their favorite desserts are clearly southern. Pecan pie or pecan pie and peach cobbler. And then of course you always have my favorite from Miss Congeniality, Mary Jo Wright, Miss Texas, with her southern drawl.
Your time is up.
Thank you.
Miss Congeniality. All right, Diane, you have 30 seconds to make your closing statement. Are you ready?
Always.
Your time starts now.
I mentioned the pride of Texas, their state tourism office once had a slogan, "It's a whole other country." I spoke of March 2nd. March 2nd, 1836 to be exact, they declared independence from Mexico and formed the Republic of Texas. And to this day, the people of Texas proudly celebrate Independence Day on March 2nd. Nothing says I'm a Texan like that. So,
Lasted 2 years, and then they dropped out, became a part of the states. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
they still
Strike that from the record.
they still celebrate it today.
All right, time is up. You've made your arguments, and now there's only one thing left to do, which is to declare a winner. And that's my job. And y'all have made it a hard one. Donna's argument about Texas being Southern, really good points. Fried food, small towns, Southern culture, atmosphere. Diane's argument about Texas being more than just Southern, being regional, being all sorts of different cultures and stuff. Sorry, I brain farted. Who made the better argument? I actually have to think about it for a minute because this one's really hard. Let's see, who should pick the winner here? All right, I've chosen a winner, and the winner is Diane.
Texas, I love you.
Congratulations, Diane. You made some really great arguments, and it's not that Texas is not Southern, it's that it's Southern and so much more. And I think that's doing Texas some justice there. So welcome to the South, Texas, and welcome to everywhere else. Congratulations, Diane. And Donna, you made some great arguments as well. I want to go to Texas for all those things that you talked about, especially the pecan pie, because it's pronounced pecan. How do you feel, Diane?
I feel like a Texas Beauty Queen winner.
Well, congratulations again. You get 1 point on our overall leaderboard, which ties you with Talia. So it's 1-1. But don't count Donna and Ryan out. They still have plenty of chances to get on the board. Do you agree with my ruling? Let us know in the comment section below. And tune in next time when Diane and Ryan will hash out which is better, Cracker Barrel or Waffle House. See you next time.
I am so excited to have won this episode. If you want to see other episodes, then please subscribe to It's a Southern Thing wherever you view our videos, YouTube, Facebook, wherever, so you can see more winners like me.